All right, let me know when we're ready to go.
All right. Go ahead, sir. Are you guys ready?
All right, preliminary information. The details are subject to change as the investigation is continuing as we speak. I'll start with the fact that our officer is an absolute hero. He's recovering from a gunshot wound. He's expected to make a full recovery. I could not be prouder of him for what he did and what our officers continue to do day in and day out. The circumstances are as follows. At approximately 8:15 this morning, a police run comes out to the 2400 block of Highland. Strike that. Police run comes out to the 12,000 block of Linwood. This suspect is going through some type of mental episode, some type of psychosis. He is in his underwear. He is jumping up and down on different vehicles in the area. The officers respond to the area. He is gone upon arrival, but the officers put the area on special attention as we asked them to do and continue to patrol. A unit later in the day at approximately 10 a.m., which we refer to as an Adam unit, which means he's working by himself. It's on patrol, doing special attentions, doing, again, precisely what we ask him to do. He sees this subject over at a Valero gas station. He encounters him at the gas station. He is still in his underwear. He is still obviously suffering from some mental episode. He takes off running. The officer pursues him. They make it to the 2400 block of Highland. The suspect then approaches a front porch. The officer doesn't know if he's attempting to enter a stranger's home, so the stranger's now at risk. The officer pursues him onto that porch. They begin to wrestle. The suspect is resisting the officer. At some point, he gets the officer's gun. As the officer attempts to get his gun back, the suspect fires one shot, striking our officer in his hand. He attempts to fire again, but thank God the gun jams. The suspect then flees with the gun in his possession. Other officers arrive on the scene within seconds, pursue the suspect for a few blocks. They're able to get him into custody. No injuries to the suspect. Once again, he was taken into custody without incident, and we were able to recover the officer's gun. The suspect was then transported to be evaluated for his mental problems, and then he'll be transported to the DDC. That's where we're at right now. With that, I'll take any questions.
You said this started on Linwood and then ended up. How far is it from Linwood from the Linwood to where?
Just a few blocks. It was just a few blocks.
And you said that it was just a hand injury, so not non-life-threatening.
Well, he's expected to make a full recovery, but he's got a bullet on him. So, anytime that happens, it's very serious, and we're prayerful for a full recovery, at least physical full recovery. Obviously, he'll be dealing with the trauma of it and all the pain that he has to deal with as well.
How long has this officer been with the police?
Just over a year.
Family status?
Yeah, we've notified mom and dad, and as you can imagine, they're very upset. We're getting them here to visit him at the hospital. I just visited with the officer. He's in good spirits, a lot of pain, but good spirits, and such good spirits that he's asking me for a new assignment, so a specialty job. So, but still enforcement related, right? Still wants to be out here and serving our citizens and doing enforcement. So I told him we'll talk about it when he gets out of the hospital and makes a recovery.
Chief, can you describe the takedown of this guy? He was armed at the time of the arrest with the officer's gun. How many of the officers kind of engaged with him? How many of them surrounded him?
My understanding is 3, but don't hold me to that. I'll have to look at video assets and body cameras and things like that. But that speaks to what our officers do. I mean, every single day, unfortunately, we only cover the times when the officers have to use fatal force in these types of situations. But here's yet another incident where a person has our officer's gun. A person has shot one of our officers. They're taken into custody without incident, taken into custody without injury, being treated, and our officers at a hospital. That's the professionalism of the Detroit Police Department.
I'm not sure if you mentioned before, was he with the partner or was he by himself?
He was by himself. He was working by himself.
You mentioned he was a hero. Can you speak more to that, just to give a little more insight about who he is? I mean, that speaks volume that he got shot, but still had the mental capacity. I want to fight it back. I got to apprehend this guy, but just speak to how he is on the force and just those who don't know him.
Yeah, I mean, a year on the job, a little over a year, about a year and a half. Working by himself in an area, sees the suspect that was described earlier as acting erratic, taking action as we want our officers to do. I think he made the decision to engage him as an atom or by himself due to the fact that he was running into someone's home. And that's what these officers do. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm amazed every single day at these officers putting themselves on the line for our citizens. And when you see a guy that's obviously in his underwear and suffering from some psychosis, running into someone's home, and you're working by yourself, but you know you've got to pursue him to save the people on the other side of that door, that's heroic. And that's day in and day out for these officers. So we're just prayerful that he makes a full recovery.